What's going on, YouTube? Figured I'll do a quick little video for the Ram, guys. This is all over, so I'm not really gonna do an install video because you can find that probably like 20 times already on YouTube. But just cool little thing I wanted to do is I'm changing the headlight, and mine was a little bit of pain in the ass because the kid before me got in the front end little fender bender. Didn't do a whole lot of damage, but it pushed the bumper just a smidge up, so it was kind of annoying to get this out. But I'm replacing the headlights and the headlight bulbs here soon. And this is the OEM headlight after I've already polished and cleaned it up earlier this year. If you remember, if you watched my video, it was kind of a pain in the butt. They were very bad. Well, this one just had a lot of cracking, a lot of issues, and just looked terrible. It was time to replace it. And this headlight bulb actually went out for low beam, and they were just very dull. And as some of you guys know, if you follow, my wife has been driving my Ram while I'm driving my CRV because I am working on her CRV right now, and just trying to fit time in. Has been very busy, but I got to do a whole bunch on there to include completely replacing all of the brake lines, the stainless steel brake lines, because rust got to them, and a bunch of other stuff. So stay tuned for all that, for that being lifted. That's hopefully going to keep, hopefully here in the next few weeks. But for right now, I need to get this, and soon, you can see, got a damaged fog light there. The bulbs are still good, but got to replace those. And the tail lights in this thing actually are all cracked and seam, you know, the seams around them. So they're getting water in them, if you can see. And I'm constantly getting bulbs like popping and breaking. See, this one's really bad. So they'll freeze, or water will get in there. You can see right down there, and they'll just burst, and I've went through so many bulbs. So we're gonna end up replacing all the lights here soon, because this is really the only spot of rust on this thing. Like, if you go underneath, this whole thing is pretty clean. I'm gonna get this stopped and do a set of nice fender flares. Got a little bit on the other side. We're gonna get it stopped. And honestly, this truck is in pretty good shape. I want to have Randy pull this dent out, fix a few small things, and I think this will be a good truck for a few years because it's doing quite well, and plan on doing a little bit of upgrades to it. With that being said, first, not technically first upgrade, but why I wanted to make this video is because I can't wait to try these out. Are the Auxbeam Q40 series, and if I remember right, I'll put up a post here, but these are pretty high in the lumens department. And they're supposed to be really good. The way they're angled is supposed to be very well. They're actual like bulbs instead of with the ballast packs and everything else like that. And the ones that I got from Auto One for my Prelude, forgive me, it's a bit dusty and dirty now, sitting there not getting used much, but they were pretty darn bright. I actually liked them, and they were leveled pretty well. I didn't have, and a lot of people actually had nobody flashing at me for high beams, nothing like that. And I didn't really want to take that older classic JDM look and do the projector look on there and have that all retrofitted. Sorry, I like that, but I wanted to keep that more of, you know, 90-ish error instead of doing something like that. So these are solid. I just wanted to show you guys this. Well, I'll show you some more here in a moment once I get them in. But these are like heavy metal. They fit like the OEM bulb. I'll do a comparison here before I put them in, but I'm excited to see these, and my wife already has pretty bad vision, even with her glasses. So I think these are going to help out quite a bit. So yeah, I will show these more here in a moment. Here's the headlights. You can see I haven't unwrapped that one. I'm going to unwrap it here in a minute, but I wanted to go with the clear black. I thought about the all chrome because this thing has some chrome on it, but if you see, I got a lot more black. There's some black and silver, and I eventually want to get the sport bumpers because both those bumpers, that one's kind of bent, that one in the rear is just, it's easy enough to swap it out. So I kind of want to do the sport bumpers painted the same color, and a sport grill, or just get this grill painted if possible, and then go over that look, kind of just all black and silver, and eventually I'll probably just have those Rhino lined, or either just get new different step bars and then put a lift on the thing down the road. But that's kind of the look I'm going for, so that's why I didn't go with the all clear. So we'll see how this looks on there in just a second. but already you can see the difference. These look way better. I got to get rid of this old 3M tape, keep getting it off the paint without ruining the paint. But look at the brightness on that. This is with the engine off, just the lights on, running off the battery. Unfortunately, I had this little paper piece. These are still cheap Chinese headlights. I mean, they fit, but you really got to work them in there to fit just right. If you could go with a more expensive brand, I definitely would say if you're keeping the truck long term, but they're not terrible. But, well, that one's the one with the headlight out, so sorry, I can't show you there. Let's do versus high beam. Okay. So you see how bright the high beam is there. Interested to see these at night versus the halogen and just also the old, just nasty headlight. So, big difference there. All right, guys, they're in. So, what I can say for these Chinese black housing headlights for like 50 to 60 bucks. I think I got them for like 44 or something on sale. Fitment's not terrible. They're a little off. You do got to kind of wiggle and get it just in there right, but they do fit. They look good. I'll show them to you here in a second. But where the corner bulb goes into for like the side marker, fucking horrible. Terrible. It is completely off on both of them. I had to chip away at the plastic and cut into it and get it to, you know, fit hopefully the best it could. It seemed to seal really tightly still, so I'm hoping. They do have this little moisture lock area in these, supposedly different from the older ones, so we'll see. But all in all, they look great. The aux beam headlights look amazing, even day, high beam, low beam. So I'm interested to see where they're at night, and we'll get you a night shot here before the video ends. But here they are during the day. Look much better. I really like the black and silver look. Something I really want to go for with this truck. The fog lights will be changing soon. Those are just some cheap LEDs in there also that aren't really very bright at all. They may look it, but they really suck, but that's what I had at the time. So fog lights will be on the way. Then we're going to do tail lights, third brake light, and the bumper license plate lights, all in a black with LED bulbs. So yeah, looks really good. Look at these things. Definitely old and crusty. Okay, now we got the pattern. Seems to be the best I can get it. Again, these aren't in projectors, but they look pretty good. They're pretty bright. They don't seem to be shining like right in the eye of anybody when I was driving down the road. The only time I did get one high beam flash was when I was going up a hill and a person was coming down, so I mean, that's gonna happen. But the pattern is pretty good. You can see that all the way out in the field. And the new lights, black housing, they do look good. Much better. Much better than those dull old ones. They'll work for now. Here's how it looks in the cab. This is in a cornfield. This cornfield kind of slopes down and it goes back up a hill. So, and again, my camera kind of shows, it kind of brightens up even the night, so it looks a little bit brighter than it actually does. But yeah, they still came out pretty good. Okay, so these are definitely bright. I like these. I seem to get them, or have them set where they're angled at a better angle. They're not shining anybody's eyes. I didn't get flashed at by anybody who went way down a dark back road where I knew it was a little bit busier. I got flashed at by one guy, and that was because I was kind of coming up a hill and he was going down. It was right in his eyes, and I just think that, you know, he just thought I had the high beams on. Their pattern is pretty good. I'm happy with it. I don't like that they kind of go out to the side a little bit more than they should, and that's going to be because it's not a projector, you know, bulb or projector headlight. But they'll work for now. My wife really can't see very well as it is with her glasses. I got them where they're not pointing in people's eyes, it seems like. You know, I feel they're where they're supposed to be, so only time will tell. We'll see if she gets flashed or not
a few times. But yeah, I went past probably, I'd have to say like 20 something cars, and only one did it, and that was on that hill. So I think they look pretty good. They come out pretty. That's me up against the garage right there. I mean, going down, they're bright, but they're not bad, like right in the vision there. So I'm happy. The only thing I'm gonna have to do is, I don't like, because I hate dash lights on. I have my check engine light on there now, but I'm gonna need one of those canvas resistor packs, basically in the front, because it says light out when you first start it, and as soon as you turn the lights on, it goes off. It's normal, it says, but it bugs me. And then also sometimes when you swap from high beam to low beam, I notice that sometimes it will say light out and the light will take a second and come on, and from what I read, that also will help with that. But not bad for what they were. They worked and they look better. Front end definitely looks a hell of a lot better. So hope that helps, guys. If you have any recommendations for any better headlights or anything like that for the O2 third generation Ram, let me know. All right, thanks a lot.